Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Let's Start to Play. This time we have the whole gang together again. I'm your host Ayush from Gamerfiend, and today I'm joined by Manas Joy, Darren Rodriguez, Sushir Rahman, and Abhija.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
And we had an exciting show ahead of us today. We're going to go through a lot of news that we have, and
The hand still hurts.
The cheeks are.
and some of us have been accused of piracy, right? So we're going to unwrap all of that today. But first of all, it's news time, so Manas, take it away.
All right. चलो to start off, सबसे पहले तो there is a whole lot of news. Sushi, सबसे पहला तो exciting stuff. I'll like you to take it क्योंकि यार ये क्या है ये news क्यों है ये news? Knack is back, baby, is what Sushi is telling all of us.
So Mike Sony is important to PlayStation, right? And he has been, his IP is Knack. And no matter how much you people might hate it, the thing is that it has a very special place in our hearts, right? It has a very special place in our hearts because the gameplay is just amazeballs. And what has happened is that Sony has filed a trademark for Knack and on March 17th in Japan. And so that is an important thing. And with some new Sony stuff, which we'll be discussing a little later on, I think Sony is going to bring back Knack in a very big way. It is going to be the console exclusive that might just give the edge to Sony. Narendra, look out for this. This just might be the game जो Sony को वो पैसे दिला देता है.
I have one thing to say to this. Knack is back, baby!
So देखो ऐसा है कि my opinion is कि as long as Mike Sony is making PS4, PS5, PS6, PS7 as good as he is making, I can give him 2 Knacks every year. 6 महीने में एक Knack निकाले, as long as he's giving like the stuff that he's been doing for the
हक है उसका. Yes, absolutely.
थोड़ा एक वेंट आउट के लिए भी एक एवेन्यू चाहिए ना, जो फ्रस्ट्रेशन सारा प्रेशर है PS4 डेवलप आर्किटेक्चर डेवलप करने का, ठीक है, वो कहीं ना कहीं तो निकलना चाहिए ना.
He is holding Sony hostage. उसका नाम है Mark Cerny. Cerny Sony. Close. तो like कर ले जो करना है. तूने PS5 बनाया, कर ले जो करना है.
Oh man. We'll move on to the next one.
Yeah.
I have nothing to say about this nonsense. ये GDC हो रहा है in person. Sushir, what do you have to tell us about this?
Okay, so this is the Game Developers Conference 2022, and it happened from March 21st to March 25th. And after a long time, this is one of those events that happened in person. So this happened in San Francisco, and lots of game developers, went in over there and talked with each other. They gave each other talks, tell each other about the technology that they have developed or been developing. Like for example, the banter system of Guardians of the Galaxy, or the shading system and the graphics of The Last of Us Part 2, or the PS4 improvements of whatever they did. With the Horizon, Forbidden West, all those things come up and people talk about it and they're open with each other. So this is one of those happy time for developers. But the interesting thing was that,
Mike Cerny announced that ear patent technology at one of the GDCs, right?
Yeah.
Out for the PS5.
Right.
हमको लगा था PS5 announce करेगा. That turned out to be something completely एकदम deep dive into कैसे RAM वगैरह access करेंगे, एकदम.
Heavy technical. So this time it was, there was representation by Sony in the form of Shuhei Yoshida. He's the ex-president of the Sony Interactive Entertainment Worldwide. And, Greg Rice, he was the head of PlayStation Creators, the indie platform that they have to encourage, developers. They brought in together the PS VR 2 headset for the developers. And one of the people who tried it out was Chet Falizek. So I know that name because he's one of those legendary writers. He was back there at Valve in its heyday, and he now made that game called Anacrusis with his team. So this was a big event. Many developers got sought in to look at what PSVR 2 had to offer, and what I'm getting to hear is that it was really, really good. But apart from that, GDC also had another important thing, which was something that Taneru Lavanya said in the comments. One of the comments said, this must be because I was thinking why Witcher 4 was declared, it's suddenly out of the blue. This is one of the reasons why Witcher 4 was declared, because of GDC. So at GDC, there was a 60-person strong team of CDPR. out there right from Europe. They came in and they were wanting to,
Hire
get
people.
people in, hire. And that's what Anil Lavanya said, that this might be something like that. So he's right about that. And not only that, they had a bigger, almost as big as a team from Molasses Flood, the team that they bought, the Boston team that they bought a year back. So this Molasses Flood made that game Drake Hollow and some other games. So CDPR, Flame in the Flood. CDPR actually owns it now. So they are, apparently working on The Witcher or some other franchisee over there. So they were also recruiting. So the GDC was one of the biggest recruiting platforms for CDPR this time around. One last thing, something that some people have been saying, that NFTs, crypto is dead and everything like that. And we have been trying to herald that news and say that, but it's not. There was a strong presence of NFT games in GDC this year, strong enough for like Zugex to comment about it. And, we'll link it in the, details below. And Zugex is an industry analyst.
Okay.
He's mostly, talks about Asia and, Tencent and other
I know him now. वो Twitter
Yeah.
वाला जो
Yeah.
Chinese emperor from Total War.
Daniel Ahmed.
Yeah,
Daniel Ahmed.
Daniel Ahmed. Yeah. So he talked about that, how, crypto games and what is that? Web3 and stuff like that, which I don't know.
Web3,
I have to call some of my friends to get to know all that, but we are not calling them yet. But it's interesting that these games
we'll have that show. If you want to have that kind of a show where you want to talk about NFTs and Web3, let us know in the comments. We'll get some people over.
कि मतलब हम लोग के नेगेटिव व्यू नहीं, किसी का पॉजिटिव व्यू भी सुनना है, तो फिर
प्रॉपर जिसने इन्वेस्ट कर रहा है, लोग बना रहे हैं जो NFT वगैरह कुछ.
Guys, I have one thing about GDC. Sushir, did you see what was happening? I don't know if FromSoft was there, but did they ever explain why I am maidenless in Elden Ring?
No, they did not. I didn't hear anything from about FromSoft there, but it was a big topic of discussion among lots of people out there. Lots of developers have been discussing about the open world and the nature
Did
of
they
the
fight
game.
about UI UX being bad?
We'll have to talk about it in the slap corner. But yeah, moving on. Manas, you can take it back.
All right. Next one is also for you, Sushir.
Oh,
Rainbow
okay.
Six Mobile.
See, guys, I'm not a big mobile game player, but these games are making the jump. Apex Legends, has made the jump. PUBG Mobile became a bigger IP on the mobile platform, and now it's time for Rainbow Six. So Ubisoft is partnering with VGame, Tencent. This IP is from 2015, right? And 2022, and after Call of Duty, Apex Legends and PUBG and everything, it's time for Rainbow Six Mobile to come in. And I hope I'm just hoping that many people join in, and I suppose this will be one of those free to play games where people will be able to gather credit and buy the characters and stuff like that. It'll be an interesting format to see, but I'm just worried that I hope they do not let go of the the roster of esports kind of a thing that they wanted to create regarding this game. I hope it does not take away their focus.
I'm shocked that Tencent will then have almost every mobile FPS under its banner. Call of Duty, PUBG, and Rainbow. I don't think they have Apex though.
Yeah,
but
they don't have.
it's like, how much money are they making every quarter from just these three games? Must be insane.
Yeah, they are the Chinese equivalent of debt ownership in finance. Like finance में जैसे debt ownership है ना US की. उसी तरह से Tencent owns everything in game video games.
कल पता लगा Tencent is buying Australia. And was like,
yeah, back to you, Manas.
All right. एक तो big piece of news. Lots to talk about यहाँ पे. In fact, we'll be doing a second show for this one. PlayStation के काफी rumors abound. Bloomberg is saying कि वो लोग इस week में Spartacus reveal कर देंगे. And Greg Miller from Kind of Funny Games, ex-IGN, is saying कि like if any one of the three rumors he is hearing is true, it's like it'll be like bonkers वाला वो. So to start off, like one guess each, what do you think the rumor is?
See, Manas, first thing is that वो Greg Miller को पता चला हम लोग के WhatsApp से, right? Ayush leaked it. Right? That's what I. So Greg Miller.
Accidentally वो screenshot वहाँ share कर दिया Bloomberg वाला. वो पहले मेरे पास आया था, then it got forwarded, then it went on to
Right.
Bloomberg.
और वो कॉपी कर लेता है. हम लोग प्रेस स्टार्ट टू प्ले में बोले कि हम लोग वी आर गोइंग टू डिले एंड ही इज लाइक वी विल कॉपी.
हम लोग के डे जॉब्स है ना, तो वी हैव टू गो टू वर्क फर्स्ट.
राइट.
वो उसका क्या है, उसने व्हाट्सएप पे से न्यूज़ निकाली, मैंने कहा मैं तो
ऐसे
अब
थोड़ी.
पोस्टपोन कर रहा हूँ शो. That's what happened.
So yeah. Go ahead, Manas. One. What you want to go first with one?
No, you guys. One guess each. What do you think the rumor is, Sushir?
मैंने सबसे बड़ा गेस तो पहले ही मार दिया कि Knack 3 आएगा. Knack 3 will be the center stage. कि Knack 3 दिखाने के लिए जैसे Hogwarts Legacy वाला अलग state of play हुआ था, वैसा कुछ करेंगे Knack. नहीं, not that. I think they're going for a trifecta of stuff. Like they're going to showcase PSVR 2. They're going to showcase the subscription model of the next PS Spartacus, and probably one big game, maybe Ragnarok. I don't know. I think that will be one strong, because they have to keep at it like it's still in 2022. I think to keep that banner alive, they might show something. But yeah, you go.
Maybe Spider-Man?
Oh,
Way too early, maybe.
Like it spicy.
No, my pick is Bloodborne Remastered.
I think
Abhi, you go.
I think the Spartacus was definitely be announced, shown, talked about, whatever. PSVR 2, obviously, I think these two will be there. The big game either could be Ragnarok or I don't know, something else that they might be bringing in. I mean, again, if they can do something more, Ragnarok would be it. I think that would be safer choice. But I mean, they could go even extreme, and then if the rumors were coming about Last of Us and all that, so maybe that can also be tied upon.
Multiplayer.
The Last of Us factions.
Kind with the TV show.
That, and then just a little glimpse of like remastered, and then so maybe
No,
that.
no. I know what it's gonna be.
It will be a lot.
It could be a lot. So maybe just go Ragnarok थोड़ा सा gameplay पे दिखा देंगे, and that.
What is one of Sony's biggest current franchises? Uncharted.
Knack.
नहीं, Knack तो आ रहा है.
Sorry. Last time. Okay. Not anymore.
Uncharted. ठीक है.
Okay.
Uncharted just got a movie, right?
Hmm.
Make a game out of it. Uncharted the movie, the game.
Oh my god, no.
Sony है, Lego थोड़ी ना है.
Hey,
Thank
FIFA
God,
the movie.
Ayush, you got in the right time to comment about this, man. Oh,
मैंने कहा
Uncharted
one
the movie
liner.
again.
I thought I would send down one liner this today.
Maybe Sony
Enough
first.
bandwidth for only one liners.
Maybe Sony first time Lego बनाएगा, Uncharted Lego, and
The movie.
that'll
the
be
game.
to franchise this to Lego. Oh. What about you, Manas? What do you think?
I didn't have like an answer in mind when I asked the question, but तुम्हारा सुन के I am also thinking Ragnarok makes the most sense.
नहीं, I think Spartacus होगा वैसे. I think that's.
नहीं, Spartacus
that's
तो
the
I think होना ही है,
logical
but
decision.
Spartacus-
हाँ, but I think that's a big enough news in itself ना कि तीन.
I don't think it's like it's a subscription service itself is like big enough. नहीं क्योंकि I don't without like announcing at least one new game that will come to the subscription या कुछ like older
Yeah,
games
like-
तो काफी लोगों ने खेल लिए होंगे.
ऐसे होगा ना, like Spartacus the showcase, and like, oh, one of the things that you can do in like according to rumor, like you can get extended demos. One thing you can do, you can get God of War Ragnarok extended demo. Here's the gameplay, boom, boom, and something.
But
Maybe.
why would Ragnarok being shown be such a big thing? We've already seen gameplay and stuff of it. I don't think it'll be such a big thing for Ragnarok.
Yeah, and complained that the animation is copy pasta, right?
Yeah, and looks the same.
तो भाई इस बार यूनिक एनिमेशन हो गए ना सारे के सारे. There's no
Yeah.
out of the border type का वाला.
सारे new animations and they're saying ये game आएगा 10 साल बाद. Rebuilding it from the
Season
ground.
आएगा तब आएगा.
All right, moving on to the next one. This one is about Xbox indies. Microsoft has paid developers more than 2.5 billion in royalties as part of the publishers indie initiative. Yeah, like I thought this a good enough number because मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है since Xbox and Sony के काफी comparisons and Sony के big games news is starting to hear, Xbox का भी I think धीरे-धीरे more and more. I hope it's ramping up. Good to hear कि indie devs are मतलब I hope there's a big payout. मुझे पता नहीं है असली में कितना है.
I would
Big
love to
number.
see a breakdown of like indie game studios or like which games got how much of a payout. Because I want to see if
Yeah.
it's like one game did like 1 billion and then Baki 1 billion was like a bunch of small games. To see
सबको
if
थोड़ा
there was a
चक्का मिल
big
गया.
indie hit था बीच में या नहीं.
Yeah, maybe we'll find out. Next one again, thoda Game Pass type का news. Okay, people are saying and the analysts are estimating. David Gibson, he's estimating कि Microsoft paid around $5 to $10 million to get Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy on Xbox. I थोड़ा कम लग रहा है, to be honest, वैसे बोलो तो.
The interesting part was that those two news came together, right, Manas? That Square Enix has said that Guardians of the Galaxy has not met their expectations. ठीक है?
Really?
और उधर में Microsoft बोल रहा है, Microsoft नहीं बोल रहा है, मतलब some analyst is claiming that they got in the tune of $5 to $10 million, and I'm like, ये दो picture मतलब I can understand कि Square Enix का मतलब ambition है, it's Babylon's Fall गेम ऐसा किस्म का बनाने के बाद अगर किसी का एम्बिशन इतना हाई रहा तो सिर्फ ये स्टूडियो रह सकता है जो फाइनल फैंटेसी बनाता है. सो आई एम हैप्पी दैट दे हैव हाई होप्स रिगार्डिंग दैट. बट ज्यादा पैसा नहीं लग रहा मानस. या यू आर राइट, इतना ज्यादा तो पैसा नहीं लग रहा है.
Doesn't sound like it's a lot, 5 to 10
I think
million.
they might have thought कि this game might not do too well given Avengers का how much it went down so fast. So they were like 5 million, 10 million, ठीक है, we'll take it. Because they maybe didn't have hope. Even marketing इस game का इतना नहीं हुआ था.
No, but they're saying that Xbox gave them 5 to 10 million for getting the game on Game Pass, not their overall sales. Sales number अलग है. Sales number तो कभी कुछ नहीं है वो.
अभी तो सस्ते में दे दिया कि 5-10 मिल रहे, अभी मिल रहे तो फटाफट ले लो. क्या पता बाद में दो ही दे.
बाद में बढ़ जाए.
बाद में लोग पायरेट, बाद में ये मानस सुशील पायरेट ना कर ले.
अरे क्या बोल रहा है?
We'll come to that comment.
Yeah, we'll come to that.
We'll come to it. All right, even more Xbox news. Xbox Cloud native games. तो उन्होंने अनाउंस किया कि they'll start working on like a cloud only focused games पे ना. There'll be a particular focus. They set up a new division who works for studios to develop cloud native titles and bring them exclusively to the Xbox ecosystem. तो आ रहे हैं cloud games. ज़्यादा कुछ बात करने के लिए नहीं है. Just a quick update of like a bunch of Xbox stuff.
Google Stadia.
This one is really cool. Okay, yeah, Google Stadia भी वैसे. Ayush,
the guy who's leading that has worked at Stadia, so you know.
Yeah.
So
इसमें actually
you know
दो तीन news feeds में people who are joining in like Stadia से आ रहे हैं, तो चलो it's good.
Jade Raymond गए क्या?
Jade Raymond PlayStation. Haven Studios.
Oh,
But it's good that Microsoft Xbox is thinking in that manner. I think it's a right time for them to get into that.
सही बात है भाई. Microsoft Shield जब Google कर रहा है तब नहीं ये तो चलेगा नहीं. और Microsoft कर रहा है हाँ this is the best idea ever. चलेगी नहीं सोचा किसी ने.
अरे at least Microsoft Games जानता है. Google मतलब okay, that's a different topic altogether. Google Games नहीं जानता. So that's why they failed, man.
Let me remind you, Cyberpunk 2077 ran the best on Google Stadia when it launched.
That's
Stadia is the best gaming system.
I don't know who to give high praise for that. Cyberpunk or Google, but yeah, okay.
चलो moving on.
ये जो मीटिंग है ना हमारी, just it is recorded on Google Meet. If Google gets to know ना you're shitting the Stadia platform, क्या होगा?
They will kill Google Meet.
Google Meet बंद हो सकता है, पर मेरा Xbox Pass जो बना हुआ ना नेक्स्ट 2 साल के लिए, वो करना नहीं चाहिए.
जो तुमने वो पेपर में से कट करके निकाला था वो.
मैं छान के कूपन लेके आया था, काट के रखा था, अलग-अलग महीना डालूंगा.
So the next news is Microsoft is very proud. Is saying Xbox is not just Game Pass. There is a lot more. ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर Game Pass पे नहीं आएगा तो there is no scope for it on Xbox. Microsoft कह रहा है there is a lot of scope. लाओ अपने games.
सही बात है.
समझ नहीं आया but ठीक है.
वही मतलब कह रहे हैं कि like people are saying ना अरे Xbox तो is only Game Pass. Like there is no Xbox as such ना. Game Pass is the thing. नहीं तो फिर जो like releasing like a Stranger of Paradise on Xbox is like pointless unless it's coming to Game Pass. So
अच्छा.
That is what they're trying to say. The Microsoft कह रहा है ऐसा नहीं है. Shut up.
Put your money where your mouth is and turn off the Game Pass for PC if that's true.
हाँ, exactly.
क्यों जलन हो रही है आयुष? नहीं क्यों जलन हो रही है?
Hardcore Xbox fans in the comments वो करे अपना Game Pass cancel, खरीदे के game क्या कर रहे हैं? Microsoft is dying only because of them. उनको ये सब news निकालना पड़ेगा.
Game studio बंद हो रहे हैं उनकी वजह से.
Oh my God, not true, man.
Starfield में ladder नहीं है तुम्हारे चक्कर में. शर्म करो यार.
Bethesda के बारे में कुछ नहीं बोलने का. अरे यार, serious.
वो अलग फैन में से एक माइक्रोसॉफ्ट तो इसमें ना जब when मानस और मी insult Starfield ना तो he is insulting 2 different fan bases. Bethesda और Xbox.
But I'm sure it'll be great. I have no doubt. Full faith in Todd Howard.
लिया
तो
तो है
नेक्स्ट
किसी ने
न्यूज
फैंटेसी लीग में उसमें।
Oh yeah, that's true. All right, and on to the next one. अभी हमने we talked about a big rich company. Now we'll talk about a very poor company trying to scrape together some money.
Google
for a pass.
हाँ, वो कह रहे थोड़ा पैसा हमें दे दो. Rockstar कह रहा
बहुत
है
जरूरत है उनको.
GTA Plus. Guys, हमारा गेम बिक नहीं रहा है, बहुत मुश्किल हो रहा है.
What?
Rockstar is set to introduce a new subscription offering for GTA Online on PS5, Xbox Series S and X. Launching on March 29th, GTA 5 Plus will cost $6 per month. Offers a range of exclusive benefits. ऐसा नहीं है कि तुम पैसे दे रहे हो और Rockstar is like हाँ बस मजा आ गया. They're saying, हम भी लाए हैं तुम्हारे लिए कुछ. ये तो कोट बड़ा मजेदार है. Being a GTA Plus member gets you recurring monthly GTA $500,000 direct deposit to your Maze Bank account, guys. Account number याद है ना? OTP सब आएगा. फोन लिंक में किया है, होप पैसा आने वाला है.
एक टी-शर्ट का पैसा.
Plus the opportunity to claim properties in and around Los
ये में एक
Santos.
टी-शर्ट 50,000 क्या?
500. Just kidding. I don't care about GTA Online anymore since they started nickel and diving everyone. पर दाम बहुत है. मतलब कपड़े खरीदने जाओगे तो बहुत दाम है.
बहुत कॉस्टली है.
वो कह रहे कोई बीच में अगर हमने कुछ गेम अपडेट किया दैट यू मिस्ड आउट, कोई स्पेशल इवेंट या कुछ ना, तो सब यू कैन प्ले अगेन. मेंबर ओनली डिस्काउंट, ताकि तुम और खरीदो. पैसा देने के बाद तुम और खरीदो.
डिस्काउंट, हम तुम्हें पैसे दे रहे हैं और डिस्काउंट भी दे रहे हैं.
मैन आई लव वेयर गेमिंग इट इज एट. क्या मजेदार है.
पायरेट पता है?
What?
This is why people pirate.
Oh my god.
This is why I got $1 billion in GTA Online. Okay, I have like 3-4 billion in my account.
Tricks and tactics.
Yeah, using tactics.
फिर वो कह रहे मेंबर ओनली डिस्काउंट से है ही, देन GTA डॉलर्स मिलेंगे, आरपी बोनसेस वगैरह मिलेंगे एंड मोर. देयर इज मोर.
No way.
हाँ, ये कह रही ये तो कुछ नहीं है, तुम देखो आगे और क्या रखा है.
वो किसी को घर भेजेंगे ग्राइंड करने के लिए क्या? बंदा आएगा घर तुम्हारे खेलेगा जाएगा.
वो आएगा अभी GTA अल्ट्रा प्लस में.
पर बात है कि द थिंग इज दैट जैसे Xbox का अच्छा नेक्स्ट वाला अच्छा गेम नहीं बन सकता जब तक गेम पास में पैसे नहीं लगाए, वैसे रॉकस्टार का GTA 6 तुमको खेलने नहीं मिलेगा जब तक तुम 3 साल ये पास के सब्सक्राइब नहीं करोगे तो. So guys, if you want GTA 6, जितना चिल्ला रहे हो,
saying this sarcastically, but people will take it seriously.
Oh my god. I'm saying put the money where your mouth is.
2 महीने में दिखेगा लाइक वो जो टॉप चार्ट्स नहीं आते बेस्ट सेलिंग गेम्स में, उसमें
GTA ऑनलाइन
GTA प्लस तो उसमें दिख रहा है परचेस में.
Anyway, कुछ नहीं है, ये सिर्फ दोगलापन है. थोड़े दिनों में this will be clubbed together with the Game Pass.
Oh,
very true.
Project Spartacus का बिग ड्रॉप ये है.
comes with GTA Plus.
Oh no. अच्छा चलो this next one guys, this I loved जो सिनेमैटिक जो सागा है ना इस अगले स्टोरी में. ठीक है, तो ये वो है. This is
I want Sushi to take it. I want Sushi to walk me through this saga वैसे.
हाँ, okay, go.
The Gran Turismo 7 saga.
So see, the thing is that first of all, Gran Turismo, when it came out and when we reviewed it, because I know some of you guys might go and check it out on your website. जब हम लोग रिव्यू किए तो ये गेम में माइक्रो ट्रांजैक्शन नहीं था, लॉक्ड था. सच बात बोल रहे हैं, मतलब गॉड प्रॉमिस, इसमें कोई झूठ बात नहीं है. हम लोग जब गेम खेल के रिव्यू किए उसमें माइक्रो ट्रांजैक्शन नहीं था, हम लोग को नहीं देखने मिल रहा था कितना पैसा क्या दाम है. सो द थिंग गोज इज दैट जब ये गेम रिलीज हुआ, then suddenly we got to know that the cost for each car is very very high, like very high as in how high, like तुमको अगर सब गाड़ी वाड़ी लेना है तो मतलब it will cost you like 300-200 something dollars. Then what happened is suddenly the servers got taken down, and when they came back after like, I think 48 hours or more, like, और सर्वर्स टेकन डाउन ऐसा मतलब मल्टीप्लेयर नहीं खेल सकते, मतलब सिंगल प्लेयर भी नहीं खेल सकते, बिकॉज इट्स कंप्लीटली ऑनलाइन. तो मतलब गेम तुमने खरीदा है, तुम्हारे पास शायद PS5 भी है, कहीं से तुमने चोरी करके लाया है और तुम खेलने मांग रहे हो तो तुमको नहीं खेलने मिल रहा है. ठीक है, सो देन द कॉस्ट came back and people logged in and said like अभी मैं पैसा खर्चा करूंगा, अभी मेरे को देखना है कितना है, and the cost increased further क्योंकि अभी पेट्रोल डीजल सब चीज के दाम बढ़ रहे हैं. स्टील इज वॉर चल रहा है एक जगह. ठीक है, there are problems everywhere in the world, so the cost increased further. Then what happened is that the devs, they tracked back and said we are trying to align the values of the cars with the real world counterparts.
अरे क्या
and the ये beep करना होगा क्या?
GTA plus वाला news है, by the way, in strangeness.
We'll beep that out, Aish. And they also want to reflect the time it takes to earn them. Should be reflective of that. तो जैसे Battlefront ने कभी, I think I'm getting the name right? Battlefront ने कभी बोला था कि we want you to be invested and feel the grind or whatever. So the accomplishment, yes.
Sense of accomplishment.
Yes, sense of accomplishment. So ये, you know, you get to feel as a billionaire who's splurging money on this game. Okay.
ऐसा फिर इस तरह से है तो फिर तो then I will never be able to own Mercedes Benz in Gran Turismo 7. ऐसा है क्या? Because real life में तो नहीं कर पाऊंगा मैं कभी.
Then I don't think this game is for you, Ayush.
and the weird thing is कि ये reasoning देने के बाद what they've done in game is कि बोला है ना like all real grind or time feel होना चाहिए, but in game you can buy microtransactions and just skip that. तो फिर what's the logic
That
नहीं
is
इसमें?
realistic ना कि see you can either grind in real life or if you're rich you can just buy.
If you're rich, exactly. Yeah.
So
They also
so
I
इसमें
think they also reduced the payouts of each race as well.
Right,
When the
right.
server after the servers came back.
So when it came out, what happened is that the पहला वाला जो रेस था उसका हाई कर दिया था. And if you saw the first line, like just like us, too long didn't read, like पहला वाला लाइन देख के तुमने खुश हो गए? नहीं. The real kicker comes for every race below that, which every race below that got reduced. Like कभी half हो गया, कभी 1/3 हो गया. Then what happened is that players struck back at the devs, at the company, but well, not the PlayStation players, right? The game, people started running their games on scripts on the PC via remote play. So the PC master race came into the picture and said हम लोग hacks डालेंगे and million credits a day. मतलब वहाँ पे खूब कमा रहे लोग, hackerman पूरा.
No, but the fun thing like how the script works is कि like जैसे जो race track है ना, the script has already studied it, so it knows how to like automatically make inputs in the game ताकि your car will run a circuit and automatically वो करता रहेगा race on race and like you end up breaking the economy.
So now what has happened finally, like I mean I don't know, finally I think there's still some saga the way to go, but the devs have stood down a little bit. They've issued a patch that gives better payouts and also as like a token of thanks given 1 million credits each to every player. So, but just remember that the costliest car over there costs 25 million, right? I think. So,
Close.
they have to say thank you and apologize 24 more times
Yeah.
for you to get that car and not play that game. But yeah, that's the part of the saga that that we
Yeah, the
wanted
game
to tell.
ka like driving वगैरह is so good and then the online microtransaction part is so bad.
So this game has to be the game of the
But
year.
that guy who commented like we are like PS4 shells is probably having a really good time listening to this. उसी के लिए बनाया ये वाला section न्यूज़.
My God.
So it has to be the game of the year of this year, na? Gran Turismo 7.
You
category.
you either die a Xbot or you live long enough to become a PS shill. That's what is going on my t-shirt next time around.
Meanwhile, I'm just
She
sitting here
started
with
as a
my
PC by the way, है ना?
Yeah. So Manas, next news.
Next one. I remember Ayush telling me about this like months ago. Like the PS में option है like on his console. He can upload जो screenshot लिया है to his phone. मैं कहा यार मैंने भी install किया है, मेरे में तो नहीं है. कहाँ है? मैं बहुत ढूंढा. Then googled it. तो पता लगा साला इंडिया में है ही नहीं है feature. बाहर ही था. तो now it's available across the globe. Europe में भी आ गया है. So all of us can now do that. मेरा I needed this the most when playing Horizon. मुझे सबसे ज़्यादा मन तब किया यार इतना मुश्किल था to get all the screenshots.
इसकी corresponding application Xbox में नहीं है ना? Or does Xbox already do it?
Yeah, I think maybe
Xbox has it. लेकिन you can't post it to Twitter and all upon via Xbox.
Twitter वाला posting.
Xbox में शायद Xbox One से ही था. or something like this.
अच्छा,
I don't
मुझे
know.
नहीं पता because I
अब
knew
you can
like Stadia
move.
had it, obviously. So and which was
Yeah.
pretty great to be fair.
Oh yeah, I
So
remember Stadia में भी you mentioned it कि
हाँ,
option है.
Hmm.
तो
I
and I
hope Sony fix.
initially
Sorry,
beta में आया था ये update as a beta.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Stadia का.
नहीं PlayStation
Oh.
पे PS5 में बीटा अपडेट थी पहले नॉर्थ में, तो नॉर्थ
Got it,
अमेरिका
got it.
सेक्शन में कुछ लोगों के लिए. अब आई थिंक दैट्स बीइंग रोल्ड आउट टू द यूरोपियन एंड द इंडियन सेक्टर्स आल्सो. वो
Right.
भी आई
Okay.
थिंक पहले इनिशियली बीटा लेवल पे होगी एंड देन इट विल लाइक बी अ मोर मास प्रोड्यूस्ड और मास डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड सिस्टम अपडेट.
चलो,
Should
I
come to
hope
the
Sony
PS4
can.
though also as well.
Hopefully Sony can eventually figure out how to upload screenshots.
Hopefully,
to the
Sony
internet.
allows me to run their stupid PS app on my rooted phone. पता नहीं क्या है कि भाई फोन देखता है, फोन रूटेड है, बोलेगा कांट यूज द ऐप, बंद. मैंने कहा ऐसा क्या करना है मेरे को.
अरे स्क्रिप्ट चलाएगा नहीं तो तू of course they know what you'll do.
मतलब रूट करे तो
Polyphony
मतलब
digital बंद.
हैक कर दूंगा क्या.
वैसे just logically thinking, I think it's because PlayStation Store की access है ना उस ऐप के थ्रू, so that's why they don't want it
Is it?
to be accessible. हाँ,
Oh.
उसी ऐप के थ्रू you can
Could
access the PlayStation Store, so that might be the reason.
कभी खुला नहीं तो पता नहीं.
But PC के through भी तो you can. So like.
हाँ, मतलब true है, they're all true, but it's very difficult to explain.
Maybe if I buy a
Very
Sony phone and root it,
Maybe.
तब चलेगा.
हो सकता है.
चलो, anyways, that was the great technological leap that PlayStation is making. Next we'll go on to अरे यार ये तो फिर से bad news from Activision. This is weird and it sucks.
Bobby.
But Bobby is so happy this lawsuit came after the buy.
It's like there's like a slew of new lawsuits against Activision Blizzard. Is like the statement is कि for years Activision Blizzard's open frat boy environment fostered rampant sexism, harassment and discrimination with 700 reports. Reported incidents occurring under CEO Robert Kotick's watch. So this is फिर से like it feels like all over again like fresh story drop लग रहा है. तो the employees that's been like Jane Doe लिखा हुआ है. Doe, I think Jane Doe, I don't know. Doe who joined the company in 2017 as a senior administrative, मतलब ये she joined as an IT person and then she was pressured to drink alcohol and participate in lewd games. Like it's very weird. And then regularly subjected to sexual comments, groping, cube crawls तो पहले भी discuss किया था, like another one of those. And then क्या बोलते हैं, when she complained कि ना ऐसा हो रहा है, तो they were like brushed away कि ना ऐसे, like they explained as leadership being nice and trying to be friends with her. Like this is ridiculous. This is so sleazy. मतलब ना सुनने में. She also claims to have been told not to air her concerns. Reputational damage हो सकता है. But I mean they being nice, तो I mean ये तो everybody should welcome. नहीं, सब खुश होने चाहिए कि they're being so nice.
So nice.
Reputation. Then having like multiple times उसने ऐसे बोल के कुछ नहीं हुआ, तो she was eventually offered another role with a lower status and significant salary decrease after complaining directly to ex-Blizzard president J. Allen Brack, जो भी थोड़े टाइम पहले he left. तो I don't know इसके next sequence of
I
events.
have a lot of funny quips every time a new Activision story comes out. Okay, so but I think but the problem is I agree that there is a toxic culture there. Okay, but that company is still making loads of money in every department. उनका game अच्छे से बिक रहा है. ठीक है, Blizzard is putting out new games now, and अभी they have been sold to Microsoft or bought by Microsoft, which should happen in the next couple of years. So it's for the people involved who have stayed there and who are responsible for that kind of behavior, if it's a culture, they're making money out of it. है ना? So how do you learn a lesson from this situation?
Yeah, पता नहीं, like I don't even know what to say. ऐसा लग रहा है we talked about this. अभी तो हुआ था. Like it's the same thing फिर से just like it's same एक और set of हो तो.
700
I guess we'll see.
cases.
I mean that's the joke, right? मतलब वो lawyer उसको बोल रहा है कुछ नया लेके आओ. मतलब ये तो सब लोग बता ही रहे हैं. कुछ what's new?
What else have they done? But yeah, this is also the else that they've done. Like it's so much more ऐसा लग रहा है. Oh, didn't realize. I mean, it sounded bad, but it just
Keeps getting
getting
worse.
onto it. Yeah. All right. So somehow moving on. This kind of good news, bad news. Bad news. Ki the Ukraine-Russia war is still a bad situation. Good news. Stalker 2 वाला जो studio है GSC Games, they're moving to Czech Republic. उसका development, like not everybody, but some of the staff is moving, तो I assume continue development, and the rest of the staff के लिए like best wishes. Hopefully it all sorts itself out. ज़्यादा कुछ बोलने के लिए नहीं है, so we can move on to the next one. Prince of Persia inspired by Ori and Ori वाले जो games है. Ubisoft is working on one of those. I think that makes sense. वैसे POP पहले 2D हुआ करता था. I remember playing that and enjoying them a lot. Like I think India में काफी popular भी था उस time पे those games, because I had no idea. DOS वाला, and I had no idea ये POP like Prince of Persia क्या है, कैसा है, nothing. But I remember playing those games a lot. So I think it makes a lot of sense. Ori वाले format में Ori is awesome. Like still one of the best feeling platformers. Looking also. What do you guys think?
So they did side-scrolling Assassin's Creed games, right?
Yeah,
You know,
the PSP.
that was a different feel.
PS India, PS Chronicles है ना,
PC पे भी है सब पे. PC
Chronicles,
पे भी है.
yeah.
Chronicles.
Yeah. It was okay. I hope they don't go that route. If they are getting, inspiration from Ori, then definitely.
I mean,
be doing
Ubisoft
something
have a good track record with 2D games. They used to have Rayman.
Yeah.
काय भी हो गया, but उसका वो है तो hope है.
Almost consistently and do well.
And the thing is that since this is the X5 report by Tom Henderson, right? He also said that there's a huge number of games that Ubisoft wants to talk about, and I just want to push in that it's just going to be a really good year for Ubisoft by the time E3 comes up, because I think they have a whole lot of games that they want to show. Good or bad, whatever, it completely depends on how you want to perceive it. But they have done a lot of work and they're going to show it.
Skull and Bones.
वैसे तो I have a confession कि like I never finished वो मैं Prince of Persia 2 है I think, जिसमें वो boat होती है, then you have to jump onto that boat leaving ना, and that boat never comes back if you miss it.
Oh yeah.
है ना? I have never been able to jump onto that boat. That is the extent, and and then I waited in that game like half an hour for another boat to come. मुझे लगा like क्योंकि ऐसा हो like I've never seen that kind of gameplay loop ना कि that you miss it then it's done, now start a new game. So I've never made forward from that jumping boat section ever.
That's a sad story, man.
I know.
I want someone to make a meme of I sitting at the like docks waiting for the
boat to come.
मारना है यार किसी को.
सफेद दाढ़ी सफेद.
Because that boat has left. It has still not come back. Still waiting for that boat. 35 years later.
All right, on to the last piece of news. Yeah, this is not like utna bada news or anything. Just I think to make a note, because we'll talk about this in the future, I believe. BioWare का जो formal general manager है, one of the biggest names at BioWare, Casey Hudson, confirmed a new studio. His new studio is working on brand new sci-fi universes. I think it is exciting if they can do a good job. Yeah, this will be exciting to see. उसका statement है कि our current project is a multi-platform AAA game focusing on character-driven narrative in an all-new sci-fi universe. So it's pretty exciting. Studio का नाम है Humanoid Studios. And yeah, let's see more news.
It does not contain the two words that would have made it like a flop right away. Live service. I'm excited for this game. जितना भी word मानस ने बोला, it did not contain those two words, so I'm excited.
This good stuff. Let's see क्या बन के आता है.